In the Broadway musical Hair, young activists band together for social change. Offstage, life imitates art. In 2008, 3 young Broadway professionals, actor Gavin Creel, actor Rory O'Malley, and production and management assistant Jenny Canelos, decided to take action in response to Proposition 8. Inspiring the Broadway community to raise their voice for equality, they organized Broadway Impact. Their approach? Keep it simple and fun, and with a singular focus: marriage equality in New York State.
I want our industry, I want the Broadway industry to be in the history books. I want Broadway Impact to be in history books, that we were there and we were part of it.
You know, that's where we came with the Broadway Impact. This is what Broadway's impact on this movement and hopefully other movements in the future.
What our website hopes to do is take all the information that's out there on all these other websites and everything and boil it down to one video or one action.
One thing.
One
action. What are we doing today to get this accomplished?
With the motto, Action Equals Equality, Broadway Impact has inspired thousands of new activists in New York.
As a resident of New York City, I'm hopeful that
it started with a letter-writing campaign that delivered 3,000 letters to the New York State Senate.
I thought, well, I have a lot of friends in different Broadway shows, like why don't we go to each company of a show and say, hey, can you everyone write a letter? And that would be like 40 letters, say, per company.
If you want a law changed, you gotta knock on that door every day. You gotta send an email, make a phone call, write a letter. You gotta annoy these people.
The thing that I think is special about Broadway Impact is it's an organization that is really devoted to empowering the artists in the Broadway community. And I don't mean empowering them just to take care of themselves, but empowering them to be able to take care of all of us, to be able to actually lead.
For Gavin Creel! A centerpiece of Broadway Impact is its monthly cabaret, where musicians can help celebrate the growth of the community's activism.
I'm still your baby.
Love, love, I do it for love.
To me, it's about human rights. It's a way to reach out to not only the gay community, but to the straight community as well, and raise awareness about really just wanting to gain equality.
I'm a big Broadway geek. I am the one who sits in the audience and enjoys the show, and I could spend my life standing in the wings. I've felt the energy and the empowerment and said, I've got to be a part of this.
From inspiring people to call voters, to organizing a marriage equality rally,
You may say I'm a dreamer.
Broadway Impact clearly attracts a diverse group of activists.
That fun, that energy, that definitely helps motivate in the grassroots community. It definitely helps bring people together.
I got a phone call from Rory O'Malley saying, you know, there's going to be a rally outside the governor's office with the opposition, opposition to marriage equality.
People were angry that these people would show up on our turf, you know, and tell us that we can't have these rights in Manhattan. And we wanted to have something positive come out of the situation.
Very daunted by the task on some level. We all just looked at each other and said, okay, let's do it.
All right, New York!
I was 2 blocks away and I could still hear this like this scream in Midtown Manhattan. And I was like, that is something that literally these 2 white boys from Ohio and their straight friend literally had this idea and went, oh crap, here we go, let's try to make this happen. And it happened.
It happened in 10 days.
And it just snowballed into an unbelievable event with thousands of people. We had Cheyenne Jackson, Audra McDonald, the mayor, Cynthia Nixon, David Hyde Pierce. Each day, we would add someone to the list, and then more people would show up to volunteer.
When I met Gavin, when we started Hair, maybe he had just talked about the idea of Broadway Impact. He's done amazing things that are literally, you know, changing our country.
One of Broadway Impact's most exciting moments was mobilizing 1,400 activists and the cast of Hair for the National Equality March in Washington, D.C.
The march, there were so many young people there, and it's kind of awakened this spirit of activism in this next generation. And to be part of allowing that to happen is like the greatest honor you can imagine.
Like Gavin and Broadway Impact and everything, it's kind of like lit a fire in all of us. And I hope that it keeps going, and I hope to be a part of more things, yeah.
If all of their dreams are achieved, we not only are going to have a theater community that's active on this issue, we're going to have a theater community that wakens up to the idea that we have a really significant role to play in the cultural dialogue of the country.
It's going to take a visibility, people to stop whispering about it or shoving us in the corner or acting like it's a gay issue. It's a human rights issue. It's not a gay issue. Months from now or 9 years from now, this is just the beginning. We're going to be unstoppable. I know it. Yeah. I know it.
A year and a half after we filmed this interview, Broadway Impact is unstoppable in the fight for marriage equality.
Broadway supports equality!
Working side by side with the Empire State Pride Agenda, the Human Rights Campaign, Freedom to Marry, and All Out, they're helping organize the push to pass marriage equality in New York State this year. Governor Andrew Cuomo has promised to make a vote on this issue a top priority.